Oh, okay. Well, I'll try to go live again. Oh my gosh, it's just never ends, right? Especially if you got kids. We got four, and it's like a never-ending cycle of just chaos. And but I guess just think of it as being blessed, right? Our 1 year old just screamed bloody murder for like 3 or 4 minutes because mama has to work and he was going to bed. And then our other son is screaming his head off because he's screaming his head off. And it's just, it's just crazy. You know, our, uh, our third youngest is, well, we have a 12-year old, an 8-year old, a 4-year old, and a 1-year old. And our 4-year old just started sleeping back in his room again for whatever reason. Come on. Why does this not work? Offline. I see that it says it's offline. I get that. But why? Um. Okay. Finally. Okay. Well, I'll try this again. Yeah, I'm streaming on Facebook. There we go. So now I'm on Instagram. That's really what I want is be on Instagram. I mean, I stream to YouTube and Facebook, but I don't know. I just do that just to, for more reach. And I'm trying to figure out how to do that with TikTok. So, which makes me wonder. So I got to get on TikTok because got to get on TikTok so that way I can have all platforms, right? See, I never know what to put for TikTok's like title, and I'm like, business. I don't know. We'll just do that, and we'll see. And of course, I messed that up. Always mess the flip camera. Okay. Yikes. Oh, it's just one of those days. So, I guess I'll kind of do kind of what I always do is I'll just kind of go into kind of my backstory and where I'm at, what I've done, and then start getting into like redirect and how amazing that this platform is. Oh yeah, I got my Trump shirt. Check it out. Yep. Godsforge.com. Godsforge.com. That's GODZ Forge. Let's see if it pops on. But yeah, I started in the online space. Just to give you a little backstory. Like before all of this, I was in the Marine Corps. Got out in 2013, and then got in the funeral service and started working as a FSA, funeral service assistant. And then from there, I became a cremationist, and I was a cremationist for a few years. And then I wanted to, I was really good at cooking. I was really good at culinary arts. I just have a passion for cooking, and somebody said, "Well, why don't you just go to school for cooking?" Right? And I didn't really think too much of it, and then I started to really think about it. I said, "Wow, I could use my GI Bill to go to culinary school." So I ended up finding, um, Le Cordon Bleu out where I'm at here in Arizona, and I applied and used my GI Bill and ended up graduating, and then I worked around the valley for quite some time in different kitchens, and it was fun. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I love the hierarchy. I love the fast paced chaos, loud, screaming, yelling. I thrive in that kind of like environment. So, and it's always changing, right? And so I got into that, and then obviously I did that for a while, and then COVID happened, and I had started a business where I was trying to, I guess you'd say, coach restaurants, because I was going in and I was helping them train employees and trying to get their books back in the green, and creating different recipes and menus for them, just to kind of help them. And then COVID happened, and I lost all that, and then I ended up having to work for one of them. Um, well, they weren't able to fulfill the contract anymore, so I just ended up taking a job as an employee because nothing was hiring at the time anyway. So I continued to work through COVID, in the kitchen, and for less pay. But again, you got to do what you got to do, right? So that's kind of what I did, and then it was shortly after. I mean, I did that was about a year, right? It was about a year, and then a lot of things happened, and I started to really dig my own grave, really. Um, so I started to why does it keep saying invite? But yeah, I started to kind of really just dig my own grave, as far as medicating myself, and I started to really kind of lose myself, right? Because everything was just kind of different, after COVID, and nothing was hiring, nobody was hiring, nobody was, anyway, I just kind of lost it, and kind of went down a really dark path for a while. And then, ended up getting some help, and then coming out, and I was like, what am I supposed to do now? I got out of the kitchen because the kitchen just wasn't the same, after COVID. COVID changed the whole kitchen industry, and not in a good way, right? So, and it just wasn't the same, you know what I mean? It wasn't the same. So I just got out of it. I got out of the kitchen industry, and, basically became a stay-at-home dad, and then I started to realize, I wanted to do t-shirts. I wanted to create t-shirts, make t-shirts, but I had a lot of limiting beliefs that prevented me from doing that because I just thought I wasn't good enough, or I didn't know, I'm not techie, you know what I mean? So I never really thought about it too much. And I just continued to be a stay-at-home dad. And then about a year and a half ago, I finally, bit the bullet, and I said, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to figure out how to do this regardless, right? Because I don't know how to do any, I'm not very techie at all. But I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. So I ended up, um, starting, with Shopify. I started with Shopify, and I just kind of started building and playing around, and trying to see, what I could do. And I just started learning from all different directions, right? YouTube, just different communities and those types of things. And I started to really just hone in on online business, and trying to figure out, how to do this thing, such as business online, and create t-shirts and create a brand. And then, I didn't know that other people were, I'm sure, like, I had an idea of other people that were doing the same thing. But when I found out and I started to learn everything, I started to build my website, and, this and that, I was like, wow, it'd be cool to like teach people how to do this. So then I started to kind of, I guess, coach without even knowing I was coaching, helping people start their t-shirt brand or their t-shirt company, or if they had issues with Shopify, troubleshooting different areas, how to set their Shopify up, and their websites. So I did that for a little while, and then I was in the process of creating my book. I have a book called Men of Action, that it's a biblical men's study guide. And it goes into, men of action in ancient times, from the biblical times, and to, men of today. And it's kind of just to, help you think, help you learn about the men of action, how you can become a man of action today, right? So I created that book, and I really didn't know what to do with it, because yeah, I had, the t-shirt company as well, but I didn't really know what I was doing as far as like posting and stuff like that. I was just kind of, there, you know what I mean? And I thought everybody was going to, start, seeing my posts and all this and that, but it takes a lot of work. That's all I can tell you. If you think it's going to be easy, it's definitely not. So I ended up having to start posting quite a bit, and it was several months before I started to see any sales. And then when I started to see sales, I just knew. I said, okay, well, there's something to this, right? And then people wanted me to design T-shirts for them, and I said, oh, okay, so this really is legit. You know what I mean? Like this can actually be done, right? If you do it the proper way and you are promoting it and branding it, and you know what I mean, doing the things you're supposed to do, like you're gaining some traction. So that's kind of what happened. I started gaining some traction. And then, I have like 5 books in the process that I'm writing. And I've been doing that for, several years, but I didn't know. I was trying to really seek information on how to do that. And I ended up coming across a live with Natalie Breckenridge. She's the founder of, or she's the creator of Kingdom Coaching. So I kind of listened to her, and that's really what caught my attention, right? Because it's almost like God started to place things in my path, right? God started to put things in my path, you know what I mean? And I was either going to take it or not, because again, I was real skeptical about a course, but at the same time, when I thought about it, I was like, really, you're just buying educational material. You know what I mean? If you think about it. So I, I learned, I kind of talked with her a little bit about, what it all involved and, the things that I'd learned. And, I found out that I'd learn, cause she's an author as well. She's got like several books that she's authored and have become number one sellers lists, or been on the number one selling list in Amazon. Very often, I guess, So I was like, oh, that's cool. Well, no better way to learn how to do that than learn from somebody who's actually done it, right? Has been through the trenches. So I uh I ended up, just getting it. I just felt like there was a calling for me to get it. You know what I mean? And I didn't know anything about digital marketing until I got into the course. And then I started to learn about digital marketing and the psychology of sales. And, then there's a course within there that's called He is Confident, She is Confident. And that, that blew my mind. That helped me really break a lot of limiting beliefs, right? And find out my identity and who God says I am. And it was really one of those, it was really one of those, it was, God was just making things happen. You know what I mean? God started making things happen, and I was, I just continued to do what I just continued on trying to become, learn as much as I can, trying to absorb all that knowledge. But He is Confident, She is Confident is a sought after course by therapists that have said that it's worth like $2,500 just with that course. You know what I mean? So you got that course, plus you got the whole digital marketing course, plus you have, the scribes course. So again, it's technically like 3 courses in one, and that's why I call it, the mastery course. Because I mean, it's pretty awesome. There's not a lot of courses out there that offer that, and that's pretty fortunate, right? And but one thing it was missing was, the community, right? I mean, yeah, there's a community in there. There's, they've got prayer meetings and, what are you doing? Oh, well, go lay down in the bedroom over here. But okay. All right. So, yeah, I mean, they have, coaching calls and stuff like that. I just wish they had them more often. Um, and yeah, so nothing to, hopefully take that as like dogging them or anything, because I'm not. I'm just trying to, I was looking for more coaching, right? And because a lot of times people need more of a personal touch, right? You need to be able to talk, through these things and learn a lot of these things hands on. And the daily life, and that's where I'm going to get into about redirect, right? So anyway, Kingdom Coaching is phenomenal, right? It has everything you need to know about digital marketing. Plus, it's got everything about limiting beliefs and how to break those limiting beliefs, and then the Scribes course. So if you are interested in any of those, definitely shout out to me, and I'll let you have a behind the scenes sneak peek, right? And it's going to be biblically based, so you're going to learn a lot of the stuff, with the foundation of God. So that's exactly where I started. You know what I mean? That's how I kind of started in this whole arena, right? I started the T-shirt course. I ended up moving into creating a book, writing a book, and then I moved into the digital marketing aspect. So, and then come to find out, a lot of these courses, most of them, they teach all the platforms like System.io, Stand Store, Flowdesk, those things. Most of the courses, that's what they teach, right? I just, and again, there's other things out there, especially like GHL. And anyway, basically, to sum that up, all these courses were just, they're teaching all these different platforms. And I started to really I just hated juggling all those major, all these different platforms. I hated juggling them, right? So I was just, one day I was like, man, there's got to be a better way to this. There's got to be a better, easier way. And lo and behold, one of my friends, he was doing a live with redirect, and I was like, what is this? I was like, this is like everything that I've been, asking for, searching for, like what is this? And he's like, yeah, dude, it's called redirect, man. It's pretty cool. And he kind of explained a little bit, and I was like, okay. So I ended up looking into it some more, and I was pretty much sold, honestly, right? And I didn't even know that there was daily live coaching within redirect. You know what I mean? And the thing is that you get the software, right? And a lot of it within there is done for you. The done for you funnels, the done for you email templates. You've got templates. You got thousands of templates that you could take from. But not only that, but they teach you how to use everything within that platform. Right? There's modules upon modules that are going to teach you everything from, you know, just signing in to building your funnels to connecting your domains and your emails and etc, right? So that was pretty awesome. But not only that, but they have courses within courses, right? You got a complete Canva course. You got a course on Instagram, TikTok, social media. Like, it's social selling, like it's everything you need, right? And then on top of that, you've got daily live coaching from some of the top industry leaders. I mean, it it's price in gold. You know what I mean? Like it's worth its price in gold. You know what I mean? With everything that you're getting within redirect. Oh, he's asleep. All right. Well, I'll be right back. Well, that didn't work out too well. I can go back in there and go back. Okay. Well, I had to put the baby to bed. Anybody even come on? No. Yeah. We'll see. He'll fall asleep real quick, but and then of course kids slamming doors. But yeah, redirect it. Man, it is just the amount of love and leadership and the community and how it's just so they want you to succeed, right? They're all about building leaders. They're all about building community, and you can tell, right? You can tell when you start to really, you know, get in there and start to, invest into the platform, right? Because you're gonna have to learn. Like, you're gonna have to invest some time into it, right? So that way you can start to, learn the systems, get in there and learn from the coaches, right? And get in the community and spend some time, responding to people and helping people out within, maybe their troubleshooting. And I tell you, like, when you start to really invest in it, it's a game changer. You know what I mean? And the thing is too many people, I say this all the time, too many people sit on the sidelines, watching others achieve success, right? That they desire, and they expect to get the same results without putting in putting in the work, right? So it's like it's time to rise up and it's time to grind. You know what I mean? And that's what I tell anybody that I'm coaching. And I'm like, I emphasize that, you're gonna have to put in some time. You're gonna have to put in some effort. You're gonna have to do something, right? Because none of this is gonna just magically appear. Now, if it's gonna, nobody's gonna build the funnel for you. Nobody's gonna, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have to learn, no matter if you got system outside of redirect, such as Flowdesk, System IO, you're gonna have to learn those systems, right? But no other platform has daily live coaching. No other platform is going to be there 24/7 in case you need, help or you need something, right? And that's the beautiful aspect with redirect, man. It's like I wish I had something like that. I wish I had this when I started my t-shirt company, because I would probably be a lot further ahead than I am now within my t-shirt company. But God does things for a reason. I think, I had to go through that fire, you know what I mean? So that way I can prove to myself that, I can learn this stuff. I am knowledgeable. I have what it takes, whatever the case may be. So I think that, you know, and that's why I'm trying to create a course on building a t-shirt brand. Definitely props to anybody that's created a course, because it is definitely some work, so even all these course creators out there, I tell you, props to you. But yes, I'm creating a t-shirt course so I can basically teach everybody, how I started, what I started with, and but I'm going to hone it in on redirect and how they can use redirect for their website design and housing their products and all of that jazz. So that's kind of where I left off, because I had everything done. It was mainly geared towards Shopify. It was mainly geared towards ManyChat, and troubleshooting different things within those areas. So I got to basically go through and create a whole nother platform about redirect, so that way they can learn how to use redirect. I mean, Shopify is great, though. Nothing against Shopify, nothing against any of the platforms or softwares, honestly. I mean, they're all great in their own unique ways and their own, identity. Some people just want everything in one place. Some people want more. Some people want something to invest back into them. And that's exactly what these are doing. Invite somebody, Conrad Miguel. Huh. What's going on, guys? Rennie. Hmm. Doesn't look like anybody's even on. Oh, I can like my own video. Huh. Didn't even know I could do that. We'll try this, see what happens. Yeah, go. You can go past. But yeah, so I'm in the process of doing that. Then I'm in process of expanding on my book and creating a course around the book that I have, Men of Action. Um, yeah, I mean, it's been fun. It's been wild. You know what I mean? And it's definitely been a struggle. You know, but I can do it. You know what I mean? And you can do it. So if you are looking to maybe figure out how to, start an online business, then reach out to me and I can help you find your passion and then how to monetize that passion. And again, it takes work, it takes dedication, it takes time. It's not going to be some overnight success and, all of a sudden you'll be making millions of dollars or even thousands of dollars or even any money at all. So you have to think of it that way. And you could be doing this stuff in on the side. Every business, right? You're gonna have to learn the skills, and then you're gonna have to put them to work, and then by putting them to work, you're gonna start to see traction. You're gonna start to see traction, and as you gain traction, it's going to build and gain momentum. And by gaining momentum, it's going to catch fire, because eventually once it catches fire, there's no putting it out. And that's what you need to realize, right? But most people quit before they actually start moving. They gain traction, but they don't actually even start moving, right? Because they want overnight success so fast, right? They want the same results as everybody else. And that's what I keep thinking. I keep talking about mindset all the time, because mindset is everything, right? It's going to determine your actions, and your actions are going to determine your results, right? And that's the beautiful thing with Redirect, because they're committed to helping you build and scale your business. So that's really important. There's where else can you find that? You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Carlos? Where else can you find that? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Facebook. Let me see. I still cannot reply to Facebook for some reason. But yeah, your mindset is everything. And that's what I keep, honing in on. When I'm doing my lives and when I do coaching, I hone in on, mindset a lot, right? Because that's going to determine your results. And then it takes effort, it takes time to cultivate that mindset. And you know, with Redirect, they have the daily live coaching. With the daily live coaching, right, you're going to be able to start to transform that mind, right? And you're going to start to have an abundant mind or a leadership mind, whatever it is that you need to change within your mindset, because we all have limited beliefs, and a lot of times we have to step in before we can start to actually break those limiting beliefs, right? And they have daily live coaching within Redirect. That's the most amazing thing, honestly, especially if you're new coming into digital marketing in an online space. By having daily live coaching, you're able to be accountable to other people, right? And they're going to be able to hold you accountable and say, hey, what have you done this week? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? Did you do what I told you to do last week? We went through your Instagram growth guide or your Instagram audit. You know what I mean? And you start to hone in on all these skills. And again, these aren't just people, these aren't just somebody they found. Like, these are industry leaders, right? They've been in the game, they've been very successful, and it's not like they just became viral one time and now all of a sudden they're coaches. No, they've been in the industry for quite a while, and they've been doing this for quite a while. So they have knowledge and they have success, right? So they're giving you the tools so that way you can become an industry leader. You can become your industry top dog, right? And success begins in your mind. Success begins in your mind. And if just like there's a verse called Romans 12:2, right? Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, right? The transformation starts, with us. And that is one thing I had to learn very quickly, right? and it's not easy for sure. It's definitely not easy. So don't get it twisted, because I spent many, many, many years in the dark, right? But I was able to see the light when God started to open my eyes, right? And I was able to, become the light. But success is not for not for the chosen few, right? But for the few that choose it. If you think about it, right? Because it's a choice. You have to make that choice. You have to make founder. What is that? Question mark founder. I don't know what that means. Hmm. Mm. Carlos, what do you mean? So it's not too late to invest in your future, right? And to build the kingdom that you need. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Founder. Yeah, founder, that stands for, we are founders, because they keep talking about how us being founders before pre-launch. Um, so yeah, we're technically, I guess, founders, right? They're owners and we're founders because we're in pre-launch, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. This is taking my internet's really slow, so it might be another 5 minutes before I even get his response. Mm. Well, and yeah, I don't know. That's what we did with Kingdom Coaching too. We had to be like, they called us founders. You had to be like the first 300 people to have bought the course, I believe, in order to become a founder. And they'll hone in on, they keep calling us founders all the time. So I just assumed that that's what we could put. Thought that was like a industry standard, maybe. I don't know, because I don't even know if that. I don't understand why it would. So yeah, hey, what's going on? Raising Wealth, Colleen, how are you tonight? I hope you're doing well. We are talking about mindset and transforming your mind. And we're talking about how Redirect has daily live coaching that's going to help with changing those beliefs and changing that mindset, because I think it's so important, and that's what I hone in on a lot within my coaching and my lives. You have to be willing to change your mindset. You have to be willing to do the work, and you have to be coachable as well, right? And Redirect's going to provide you with daily live coaching from some of the top industry leaders. So we provide, and they provide you with all the tools and knowledge, that you're going to need to succeed. So, let me know what platforms you have. If you have System.io, Flowdesk, StanStorm, ManyChat, you can put them in the comments. But yeah, the first thing is, taking the first step, honestly. Like, you have to be able to take the first step, and by being in Stan, okay, yeah, Stan Store's great. I'm not gonna lie, it's good, but it does have its limitations compared to Redirect, right? And Redirect has Stan Store lookalikes for their websites or their funnels, so you can make it look like a Stan Store, but they just got done creating it's called the Direct Store. It's basically like Stan, but you have more customization options, so you can literally customize everything within your funnel or your direct page. And you just have to mainly add your products, just kind of like you do a stand. You add the description, you add the products, and you kind of go from there. But you've got everything you need in one place. You know what I mean? You've got your funnels, you got your websites, you've got your automations, you got your email flows. And the best part is a lot of those are done for you. You already have done for you funnels. You already have done for you email templates. So what course do you have? If you guys have any courses, let me know what courses you have. Well, I'm gonna open up Facebook here so that way I can see if comments are coming through. But yeah, they have if you have DWA, if you have Simply Passive, UBC, Roadmap, UBC, they already have done for you funnels with UBC and Roadmap, especially the email flows as well. So you're going to get all the nurturing emails, the welcome emails that they have within those courses, and you're going to be able to get those within your platform, right? And the cool thing is like you have everything under one roof. You know what I mean? And it's for $97 a month. Like, I was spending over $150 on all the different platforms that I had. And then I was able to save another $140 because I moved my Shopify store, right? Moved my Shopify store over, and I was able to get rid of Shopify, and I was able to create a website and a store within Redirect. And and that's the cool part about it. I can have my mini chat. You know what I mean? Redirect's basically mini chat, but on steroids. You have so many more options that it's pretty incredible. And the thing is, there's no other platform that's going to reinvest back into you, right? Because you have the daily live coaching every single day from top industry earners, top industry leaders, right? And they're going to provide you with their knowledge and their skill sets and their tools, right, to equip you to become successful, right? And I think that in itself is worth its weight in gold, because people are spending tons of money out here with coaches, right? And these coaches are in there just pouring their blood, sweat, and tears, right, out into the community. And they're giving you the inside secrets, apparently, essentially, you know what I mean? So you have to think that, yeah, you get the platform, yeah, you get the software, but you're also getting daily live coaching, and then you're getting the community on top of that. So it's pretty phenomenal. It's pretty phenomenal. Yeah, UBC is good. Roadmap is good too. I like Roadmap. Roadmap's really cool. My wife has Roadmap and UBC. I have Kingdom Coaching. Who's all on here? Ed. Edub. What's up, Edub? Edub's in the house. If you are you in digital marketing, do you have any courses, or are you looking to start an online business? Oh yeah, let me I forgot to get Facebook up just in case I have messages. Yeah, well, yeah, we can get back into well, just a second. Who's got messages for me? All right, cool. Looks like Facebook is solid. I can see the messages in Facebook, but I just cannot respond to them with my streaming platform. So it can be kind of hard. So yeah, it's not too early or too late to invest, right? It's not too late to invest because if you're worried about, a platform where I'm like migrating everything over, that's where I come in, right? I'm going to be able to help you and guide you through every step of the way, right? And we can get that transferred and you can get onboarded as quickly as possible and you're done. You don't have to worry about doing it anymore, right? You could just your business is going to be on autopilot. And you're going to be able to spend more time doing the things that you need to do within your business, maybe like nurturing those leads or finding new leads, finding more prospects, you know what I mean, whatever it is. But the thing is, like, redirect is there to support you every step of the way, right? With the community, right? You're going to be able to, like, a lot of them are building, teams. They're building teams, and those teams are starting to, come together, you know what I mean, and they're like forming their own tribe, right? And by doing so, they're helping each other, they're strengthening each other, building each other up. And that's exactly what, I'm trying to do right now. Is I want to be able to build, like-minded individuals, right? We could build our faith. We can share our wins and our successes, right? And put God first and be able to, just sharpen each other. You know what I mean? But the first step, we have to step forward first, right? And I just tell everybody, I said, together we could build a legacy and create, the kingdom of our dreams, right? It just starts with that first step, right? Because dreams don't work unless you do, right? Just remember that dreams don't work unless you do. But mindset is everything. I'll talk about that more. I talk about mindset all the time, and you're going to hear that constantly. Mindset. And then I keep saying, you're either going to have 6 months of regret or you're going to have 6 months of progress. Which one do you want, right? Which one do you want, right? You have to learn to overcome limiting beliefs so that way you can have success. You can seek success, right? And that's what I had to choose. I just chose, I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of having this defeated mindset. I'm tired of having these limiting beliefs. And, I was able to see the light. And by seeing the light, I was able to break free from a lot of those limiting beliefs that prevented me from doing the things that I needed to do to succeed. And it definitely takes work, right? And that's why in the Bible, Paul says, to capture your thoughts, right? And transform your mind, because it takes work, it takes time. You have to be able to capture those thoughts and then you have to be able to tear them down. But eventually, you're going to start to see results, right? Because the more that you do that, the more that you train your brain, train your mind to grab onto those thoughts, right, and tear them down, you start to cultivate new thought patterns. You start to cultivate, more of a winning mindset. Then those thoughts become easier to tear down, and then they go away. And then you just start to have a winning mindset, and you start to say, I can do this. You may get frustrated and burnt out at times, but you're going to be able to say, all right, got to keep going. I got to keep pushing, got to keep trucking, whatever it is, but that's where the coaching comes in, right? You want to be able to be around other people that are like-minded, so that way you guys can, we can build each other up, because we want to be able to build each other up, because it does get stressful. It does get rough, and if you're in this online landscape all by yourself, it's pretty easy to get eaten alive out there. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people out there. And I keep saying, having a winning mindset is big, right? And that's kind of embracing more than just a winning mindset. You know, I always think of like Michael Jordan, or famous athletes, and it's a lot of football players and basketball players, they like talk crap to the other player, right? They talk crap to him, be like, "What'd you say?" What'd you say about me? What'd you say about my mama? And that's what they would do to psych themselves up, right? They had to do that in order to psych themselves up, and that's exactly what you have to do within this online space. You have to be able to psych yourself up, be like, I can do this. I am worthy. But that's the thing, and that's where, if you start to have those beliefs like, hey, I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm dumb, or whatever the case may be, you can say, no, that's not true, right? I am a winner, I am smart enough, I am capable, I am more than a conqueror, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But that's just interesting, you know what I mean? Facebook. um mhm. Oh man, how long have I been on?
You don't know how you've been on live?
Yeah, I'm on live.
Um,
Where are you going to bed at?
um, in your room because I don't want to be in Warden's room.
Okay, why can't you go back to bed in Holden's room?
Um, I'll get I'll sleep in Warden's room when I get older.
Okay. When you get older. All right, well, go lay down and make sure you grab a pillow and a blanket and you can go lay down.
I already have
Where's your pillow at?
I already have a pillow in there and a blanket out here. The radio's in my bed and in your bedroom.
I guess I'll check and find out. Well, I just thought, I mean, I could be wrong and I could be totally wrong, but I just thought, a lot of I get questions on, redirect founder. And I thought that, well, they keep calling us founders, and I just assumed that that was like an industry thing. Because in Kingdom Coaching, if you were the first 300 to have bought the course, then you're a founder. So I assumed that that was just kind of an industry standard, and they keep calling us founders. So if anybody has any insight on that, let me know. I'd hate to be posting something or promoting something that is totally not legit, you know. So I could be wrong, but I guess until anybody says anything or lets me know, I'll keep it. Um, how long have I been out? So I was gonna do check to see how long I've been on here. 50 minutes. All right, been on for 50 minutes. 50 minutes. All right. So, well, let's see. No, no, no. We need to do this. I'll send a message to I wonder if I can change it. I don't even know if I can change it. View profile until I find out, you know. Bummer. I did that wrong. I thought that you could just change names, but I guess not. Well, I guess we'll find out. We'll figure it out. But oh, let's see. I don't know. We'll find out. Who's all? Oh, I do have one person still on Queen Bee 24. Does that show that they're here or? We'll find out. We'll find out. Yep, that is a lot of work. Yeah, I guess I've been on for an hour now, so I think that's good. So maybe I will get off. It's already 9 o'clock, but well. All right. Is anybody on TikTok? All right. Well, I've been on for about an hour now, so I think I will. Oh wow, you can change. I'm just trying to get on so that way I can. Amber. I don't know if anybody's in here anymore. See, it shows that there's one person, but I'm just liking my own stuff, for the algorithm. In order for this stuff to get out, I need to be on here more. Real time performance. I've only had 11 people come through. That's not bad, I guess. It's not too bad. Oh, no, I forgot. Sometimes I forget that I'm still live. That could be dangerous, huh? Yeah, I've been on for 1 hour, so I usually keep it by 1 hour. That's a lot. I mean, it's a lot for me to do because I was doing 30-minute increments throughout the day. Um, so an hour is a lot for me, but I'm working towards it. So maybe we can see as I gain more people. I mean, it's kind of hard to talk to yourself for an hour. You know what I mean? So I'd love more participation. And looks like I'm frozen on Instagram anyway. So